What would you do if you lost 300,000 over a video game? Jeez, loaded law. So from a licensed therapist perspective, I want to break down why poor decision making and anger management continues to be an issue when we talk about men's mental health. So you guys sit back, relax, and we're going to talk about it right now. All right, so let's get straight into the video. Ooh. Dumbass. Whoa, my guy. My guy was hot.
You're right, you got to score, somehow get the ball back and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
You playing, all right, so you playing with the, all right, first and foremost, Madden, any video game, a lot of emotions tied to it. Fellas, we got to be a little bit better when we talk about having these outbursts when we're playing video games, because it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. Like we're taking things too personally. But the Minnesota in the Bills, like, okay, let's. Oh,
Longer now from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is this, man?
21 was mad about that kick return.
Oh God, he didn't catch it. He just doesn't 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 catch it.
I'm gonna put it close
to you guys to
see.
Oh, come on, bro. Oh, come on, bro.
Oh, the game looked like it's about to be over 21-26. And I think this is kind of ironic because 21 Savage, he's obviously the Buffalo Bills. It's 4th and 24. And it's no coming back from that.
Bro, come on. Bro, come on.
Kai's clearly emotional right now.
Bro, come on. Bro, come on. Bro. Come on.
Taking all my time, bro.
Go time out, please.
No.
Just one.
It's over.
So clearly Kai lost. And I guess they bet 300,000.
I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. Oh, God.
So this looks like when the outburst is about to happen. All right.
It's over.
Ooh!
Fucking dumbass fucking game, bro.
Come on,
bro. Done with all this shit, bro. I lose every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time I'm losing. Every fucking time I'm losing.
He messed up his camera.
Damn, Kai. You broke everything, bro. What the
I was finna pull up on you.
This nigga Kai broke everything, bro. Say dada.
Oh, that's messed up. He said say dada.
Say dada.
Bro. 300,000, bro.
All right, so first and foremost, let me break this down a bit. Other than that being slightly entertaining, depending on like what type of humor you have. First and foremost, when you talk about betting and gambling, we talk about impulse control, right? So for whatever reason, he felt $300,000 was a good amount to bet on. For whatever reason, I guess, when you have money like that, you can bet a house over a Madden game. That's a whole nother conversation. But when you talk about betting and gambling, like, first and foremost, like if you're trying to bet something or place a bet on something and you're not willing to lose that, and your only hopes is to like get that, that's a poor decision. You know what I mean? Like anytime, like if you go to Vegas or if you're gambling, you have to go with a certain amount that you're willing to lose. Like even if you're super confident in what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish, you can't place a $300,000 bet if you're not willing to lose the $300,000. You have to think about the worst possible outcome, which is you losing the money, right? So if you're placing a bet, fellas, be okay with losing that money and don't just think about what the return will be. You know what I mean? And I would say this much. When it comes to betting, you can say it's a calculated risk, but it's a poor decision because there's a calculated risk gives you percentage at least on your investment. So for example, like if you're like, hey, I'm gonna trade this stock and I'm gonna put 300,000 in and I may lose like half of it, at least you lost half of it, not the whole thing. You know what I mean? When you're betting, it's a head up. It's like you either win or you're gonna lose. You know what I mean? So like sometimes, we think so impulsively and like, okay, well, I'm gonna have $300,000 after this is done, and you end up losing the money, and now you're hot. You feel what I'm saying? Like, uh, I feel as if Kai and my my thoughts go with him right now because he seems pretty hot. Seems pretty hot that this will probably will be the last time you make a bet like that ever again. You know what I mean? Whether you betting on the Madden game, which you may feel like you have control over, is different than betting on an actual football game because when you bet on an actual football game, you're relying on the players. When you're betting on a video game, you have a little bit more control because you're actually playing the game. But also, too, the other part I wanted to break down was the explosive part, right? Him getting upset, breaking his equipment. Typically with men, we don't know how to express ourselves, so we resort straight to anger. You know what I mean? We go resort straight to like the physical, you know what I mean? To release some of that energy. If you guys heard in Kai's voice, he seemed a bit sad. He's like, no, 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 no. He seemed a bit sad about the situation. Like, he's like, press another timeout, get another timeout, so I can at least try to get the ball back. Like, he seemed really sad, but the sadness switched over to anger. You know what I mean? So like, instead of him like maybe needing to cry it out or maybe even just releasing that in a different way. I mean, $300,000, who wouldn't be upset? You know what I mean? But under that anger, fellas, this is something that we always have to explore. Is like, under our anger, what's really going on? You know what I mean? I feel like Kai's hella sad. Anger is emotion and behavior, but the way he exerted it, I feel like he was sad about the situation, and it just came out in the form of him just wrecking his stuff, which does not solve the problem of getting the 300,000 back. Now you probably have to spend another couple thousand to get some new equipment because you broke your equipment. But I mean, when you're, I guess in a different tax bracket, you can afford to do things like that, right? So why be upset? Now, the other part of this was that he went to a basketball game recently, and a lot of people were like, oh, bro looks hella mad, hella sick after losing that 300,000, which really, that's what brought me the attention for me to watch the video, because I was like, how do you lose $300,000? Like, but obviously he lost it to 21 Savage over a Madden game. So this is him at the game.
Ultra VIP is content creator and Twitch streamer Kai Cenat.
A lot of people say he looked sick. He looked tired. He looked not sick as like, physically sick, but just like, if you lost $300,000 and it seems like you had to show up to this event because probably it's in your contract or you agreed to. Yeah, I mean, shoot, I'll be looking to. I probably wouldn't have pulled up. I'm like, man, y'all just gotta find me. I'm not about to pull up. But, I guess if you lost $300,000, getting a fine would not help the situation, whatever the fine would be.
He's sitting in our Michelob Ultra courtside seats. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it.
Yeah, he don't look too happy at all. He don't look too happy at all. Man, fellas, we got to do a lot better. Man, I know like Super Bowl's coming up. There's a bunch of sporting events like basketball season's coming up. If you guys decide to like get on like these platforms and place bets and things of that nature, be okay with losing the money. Don't just like think you're going to win that money. Like if it's a certain amount of money you're willing to lose, like if you can't imagine yourself taking a lighter and burning up that money and just lighting on fire, you probably shouldn't be placing that much money on the bet. You know what I mean? From my understanding, he doesn't like have a family to take care of. But a lot of men out there, like may have to take care of the families, and now you got to explain to your wife or your girl, or like what happened to the money. You know what I mean? Then it becomes a problem. You probably got to go to Gamblers Anonymous, or get yourself into therapy, which isn't the bad thing, because the thing you want to do is not repeat that same behavior. You know what I mean? You don't want to repeat that same behavior. So if you guys know somebody, or if you guys, are thinking about placing bets, take that into consideration. If you can't imagine yourself burning the money up in front of your face, if it's $20 you're trying to bet, you can't imagine just losing that $20, or if it's $300,000 and you can't imagine losing that money, probably not a good idea to place that bet. You know what I mean? But the safest way to keep your money is to not bet. That's all I'm gonna say too. Like, the safest way to keep your money is to not gamble. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that great stuff. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Until next time, my name is Terrence Stewart. Y'all take care. Peace.